Got a full house today, man. I'm excited, man. We got a good crew of games today as well. We got Major League Baseball, Stanley Cup playoffs, and NBA playoffs. So ready to break down the card with the guys. All day action again. Starting early, taking us all the way through the night. So these are the days we live for, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a long weekend. A lot happened this weekend, but back on the horse, ready to do the damn thing today. Franchise. Missed you yesterday. What's happening? How you doing?
Doing all right. Yeah, I'm used to having a little bit more room to work with on the screen, but yeah, no, it's a full house today. But yeah, like you said, we got a full card to work with today. Full card of baseball. Again, full card of hockey and NBA playoffs. So yeah, we're not gonna have many more cards like this the rest of the way. So got to take advantage of it while we still have it.
You hit the nail right on the head. Soon it's gonna be just straight dog days, man.
Mm-hmm.
So we gotta enjoy it while we still can.
Yeah.
Brian Billy, what's happening, Brody? How you doing?
No, I'm kind of looking forward to the summer. Those are the laid back months. But yesterday was 3-3 for me. Ended up barely in the positive thanks to the Tampa Bay Lightning. 16-2 now in my titanium play, but just hoping today and get back into the positive. Maybe a 3-2 day. That'll do me.
Yes, sir. I hear you on that note. I hear you. Jovan, what's happening, Brody? How you doing today?
Oh yeah, yesterday started off great. Hit my first two plays, then proceeded to lose my next two plays, and then it all rested with the Golden State Warriors, and they came through. So it was a 3-2 day. Third straight winning day. Looking to keep it on going for Sunday.
Yes, sir. Money making Sunday. A light skinned man was in full effect last night.
Oh yeah, they needed every bit of his heroics.
Yes.
And the other guys stepped up without Jimmy Butler.
They did.
You know what I mean? But it all rests on number 30, and he came through in a big way. So, shout out to Steph Curry, Chef Curry.
Shout out to that man. Shout out to him. Hi, Razawaki. What's happening, my man? How you doing?
Good. It's hey, I dropped my first losing day yesterday and probably all week. So little losing day, can't complain. Went 2-3, lost a little bit of juice yesterday. So hey, still a winning week, and all three major sports, MLB's up on the week, NHL's up on the week, NBA's up on the week. So bounce back Sunday here. It was just a little losing day. But I was like Jovan. I won the first two, and then I dropped the last three. So hey, we'll see if those days happen. This little bounce back today on today's card. Some exciting games, almost some must win. It's one of those turning series games when series are 2-1. It's either the team's going to get pinned up against the wall, or it makes it the best of three. We got a few situations that here today, so I'm excited for it. Let's get to today's card.
Yes, sir. I'm right there with you. You hit the nail right on the head as well. Pivotal games today, like swing games today. Series legacy defining games today. We will see how they play out, and we'll talk about them all. I'm off a 2-2 day. Still not the day I'm looking for. Still technically another losing day. So that's frustrating. But I'm in a better mood. It wasn't the 0-3 day the day before. So y'all know me. When I come on here, I call a spade every day. I tell y'all what it is, what it ain't, how it is, how I'm feeling. And we live with the results. So looking for a
Hey, Jay, what you think about that last second heroic dunk?
OMG. That's all I got to say. First off, on that game, what? 35, 21, and 8. Oh my God. On the road in the playoffs. I'm living with that shot every day of the week. He's so hot. The shot he had hit before, I'm living with that shot he took every day of the week. But Aaron Gordon, to put that back, man, to have the wherewithal, the mental capacity to put it back, all that, OMG, man. Bucket too. All the people crying no bucket, man.
Thank God. Because I didn't want my under to get screwed in overtime, so I was so happy. I
thought I was gonna steal one with the Clippers because
I did too. I had the Clippers. So, you know, when they on that 30-9 run, I'm sitting there like, okay, we back. Let's do it. Man, but Aaron Gordon, of course, I'm sad that I lost my bet, but I love great basketball. I love great moments in the NBA, man. And watching that yesterday was definitely one of those, man. That's gonna be a series, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness,
It's already a series.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it is. But I'm ready to see how it concludes.
7-game heroics is what we're going to see. We're going to see. That's where we're heading to in that series for sure. Big 7-game matchup because it's definitely been a fight. I punch you, you punch me. I punch you, you punch me. Now we'll see what next big game is. Should be a good one. Can't wait.
What I will say quickly, one more thing about that game, Kawhi Leonard, I'm a little disappointed in you, bro. I'm a little disappointed. Down that stretch, you had 2 good looks threes. Missed. 2 good looks. And then James Harden, you came back down with the left lay, missed. Zubac was just there to put it back. Y'all boys better get y'all shit together in the clutch, man. If y'all gonna want to knock off the Nuggets, because the Nuggets, they not just gonna lay down. So, man, that was a game yesterday. Would you say that was the game of the playoffs yesterday so far?
Yeah, probably. I would say so. I can't. There's no other game that comes to mind.
It's either that for me. It's either that one or was that game 1 of that series? Game 1 was a really good game too.
That was cool. But just how it all unfolded last night or yesterday. You know, I mean, the same can be said in a way about game 1. You know, Westbrook hitting those shots he usually doesn't hit, those threes, him making winning plays and then losing plays, winning plays and then losing plays, and then, you know, ended up making the winning play, you know, to basically solidify that one, you know, game 1 for the Nuggets. But yesterday, they went from being up 15 to throwing up on themselves, losing the lead, tying it up, and then the Clippers not being able to get the job done with Kawhi. You know, I think that was an ill-advised 3-point shot. That second one, that last one that he had, it was a little bit too early in the shot clock.
I agree.
You know, he's the veteran. He should know, you know, what to do. They didn't need a 3. You know, the bottom line. It was a tie ball game at that point. So, you know, they gave Denver a chance, and the way it went down, that's memorable. You know, so I would give game 3 the most exciting game in the playoffs thus far.
I agree. Anything else that happened yesterday, fellas, that y'all might want to talk about, man?
Just for me, just how, you know, they allow certain things that, you know, yesteryear they would have called like travels. So when the Joker he pulled a Kevin McHale with the footwork, you know, pivot. Only he took a step back, released the pivot. That's a travel. You know, so you know it was a good move, but you know, and the announcer he was like, look at the footwork, and I looked and I'm like, yeah, I'm looking. He traveled. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's all well and good. You know, you do the old Elijah Wan / Kevin McHale move, but you know you can't take a step back and then release the pivot. That's a travel. You know, 7 ways for Sunday, 6 ways for Sunday. So yeah, you know, that's just the NBA. You see it more and more. You know, if the move looks good, they're not gonna call it travel. You know, if a guy's going down the lane and takes about 4 steps, they're not gonna call the travel. You know, makes for entertainment, but you know, I wish they would you know, make the right call in those type of cases.
Fair enough, man. I guess, fellas, let's talk some today money, man. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's hop into today's Major League Baseball. First game on the card today. We got Mitchell Parker versus Meatball McGill. McGill been on his shit though. Might gotta stop calling him Meatball. I just like the ring to it. Mets minus 155 on the road. We got the Yankees and the Blue Jays. Gausman versus Max Fries. Max French Fries is on the bump for the Yankees today. We got Dean Kramer and the Baltimore Orioles on the road versus the Detroit Tigers. Scuba. Mama that man on the mound today. And last game of the slot, we got Joe Ryan and the 50-50 Minnesota Twins at home at the crib with the Anaheim Angels rolling in. Chris, first 4 games. How you feeling, my man?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna roll the over in Angels Twins. Jose Soriano, he's starting to get roughed up. I think he's allowed 18 hits in his last 2 starts. The Twins are starting to find some life offensively during this homestand. And the thing about the Angels is I think they can get to Joe Ryan. Joe Ryan's problem for the better part of his career has been the home run. And I think this could be a good spot, maybe a Mike Trout home run. But 7.5 for me just feels too low for this matchup. So I'm going to roll the over 7.5. And I'm leaning towards the Yankees on the run line. I don't love it, but I just don't like this matchup for Kevin Gausman. He's had issues against the Yankees for the better part of his career. Guys like Aaron Judge have roughed him up. I keep saying I think teams are trying to figure out that splitter that he's got that he relies so heavily on. And I think the Yankees beat up on the Blue Jays to close out the series. So give me the Yankees on the run line.
How you feeling?
Yeah,
Mark?
I think in this first grouping of games here, I almost made it a premium, but I got off at last minute. I still like the Washington Nationals on the money line. Mitchell Parker, even through spring training, has been consistently good for the Nationals. I think it's almost a coin flip game, and you're getting me a plus 125, plus 130 on Washington. I'm going to take the Nats here at home to get a W.
Looks like I'm on the Yankees. Kevin Gausman's numbers against the Yanks, not so good. Meanwhile, I mean, he's pitching okay as of right now, but I just don't like him going into the Bronx. I think he gets smacked around. Meanwhile, Max Fried, he's pitching well, and you usually see him getting off the slow starts. So with him having a good April, it might be once we get to July, August, you might hear him being talked about as a Cy Young candidate. So yeah, it could only be Yankees for me, and that's on the run line. Maybe extendo clip. They are the Yanks. I could see, several balls go out of the park. So definitely run line, and I would think about extendo clip in that one as well. I would be on first 5 under for the Mets in Washington Nationals. 2 pitchers who been pitching like studs. I think they keep that going. Late April, typical late April game where the pitching, is outrunning the bats right as of right now. On a Sunday getaway day, I see a wide strike zone, and first 5 under for me in that one.
And for me in this time spot of games, I'm with Brian. Take Washington here in this spot. I like Mitchell Parker. He's been dealing, pitching very well. And what do the Mets do on the road versus left-handed starters? Well, they lose 0-2 this season versus a left-handed starter on the road. And we know the Mets haven't definitely their offense isn't the greatest. I think Mitchell Parker can mow them down. If you want, grab that 1.5, but I'll take the Nationals on the money line there in that one with Mitchell Parker going. And then looking at the Twins, it's a big price to play on the 50-50 Twins, but the Angels are ass. Ooh, look at their last 5 games. Strikeout machines is what they've been doing. 5 walks and 52 Ks for the Angels over their last 5 games. When you're striking out at a rate of 5 times a game, you ain't going to win a whole lot of games. I'll take the Twins on the run line. I think they kicked the crap out of the Halos again in that one. 2 I like there. That's why.
Fair enough. For me in this first slot, I lean with you to them 50-50 Twins. I don't like the price. Maybe a money line, chalky parlay style play for me. They should beat the Angels. The Angels are ass, especially on the road. They had a good little start to their season. I think their insanity run is over, though. I like the Tigers. I don't like the price on it. Do I really want to go run line with them? I don't know. Maybe a Twins Tigers 2-team parlay. Let's do it. That's what we'll do to start today. Me a Twins Tigers 2-team parlay, just money line. I think they both come out of there with wins in that one. I trust Scooble on the mound. Orioles overrated, overvalued. That's what they've been this season. They're a losing baseball team. Until they cut it on, I think we got to continue to fade them. They'll have a run later, but as of right now, I'm off of them. I want to be on the Nationals with you guys today, but Meatball McGill has pitched well. It's just a game I'm gonna stay away personally. It is a national spot. It is a national spot in my mind. I feel like the play is Nationals. I just don't have the stomach to bet it. And I'm leaning on a Yankees run line here. Feels like the Yankees style spot. So I'll go run line there with the Bronx Bombers. Maybe even an extendo. So I'm feeling first slot today. Let's keep rolling. We got the Red Sox and the Guardians. One of my favorite pitchers on the mound today, Brian Bayo. He pitching against Logan Allen. We got Hunter Brown versus Bubic, Astros Royals. Brewers versus the Cardinals, Quintana versus Fede. And Reds versus the Rockies, Lodolo versus Feltner. Brian, taking a shot on them Rockies again today?
I can't let you never know. He might be one of my premium picks today. Could be, but as far as this slot goes,
Hopefully
the
not.
Rockies.
Yeah. 4-22? Yuck. Nothing premium on the Rockies at all.
Listen. Cincinnati Reds are on the last game of a 9-game road trip. They're ready to get the hell out of Colorado, get home. I don't know. We'll see. As far as this slot goes, I'm going to stick with the Houston Astros and one of my favorite pitchers, Hunter Brown. I got a Hunter Brown rookie card numbered to 10, and I just want this guy's stock to take off, but he's been pretty fantastic. But the Astros have lost 2 games in a row. They need to bounce back in this one. I'm not afraid of that minus 145. Give me Houston here on the money line.
Yeah, same here. I'm on Houston. 3 straight games where he's pitched shutout ball. So he's dealing, and Bubic, he's been doing the job as well, but I like the under first 5 in full game. But as for the side, it has to be the Astros. I don't think that the Royals can touch Hunter Brown in this spot, and he's going deep in the ball game. So, you don't have to really worry about the bullpen. The bullpen, it'll be set right with him going a solid 7, even 6. And I would say Hunter Brown to be quarter win as well. And over his outs. It's a Hunter Brown day.
It's a good thing.
Fuck.
I'm with you. I'm going to take the Royals there in that one. Give me Bubic. I don't trust the Astros offense. Sure, Brown can deal all he wants and go deep, go 6-7 innings, but you need some run support. And the Astros, that offense is ass. Ooh. I'm not gonna don't get me wrong. The Royals' offense isn't a whole lot better either. So that's why the books got it at a hockey price at a 7.5 there in that one. So definitely lean to an under. It'd be like the first of 3 wins that one. But I think the Royals and hometown crowd. Look at their number. They're playing better at home than what the Astros do on the road. So I think both of those pitchers deal early, and it comes down to the bullpen. And I think the Royals get the walk-off win in that one against the Astros. I just don't trust the Astros there. And then the Rockies. Ugh. Give me Lodolo. It looks too easy, like they're trying to bait you in, but I think the book's trying to bait you into Colorado. Why is Colorado at a plus 119? As you say, it's the get-out day. Yeah, I ain't going to go against that. You can take the Rockies and try to get your 5th win in 27. That's not a good way to chase wins. So lean to the Reds in that matchup. And then the Boston and Cleveland. Give me the over. I think we see 7.5. I think plenty of offense in that one to get us over the total. After Bello and Allen came in, plenty of offense there. Boston 6-4 the over in their last 10. Cleveland 6-3. Yeah, plenty of offense. 7.5 is too low. That should be at 8.5.
Fair enough. I ain't gonna lie, Rod. I'm chasing. I'm on the Rockies today. Let's do it. I need that plus money today. Come on, man. Reds.
It's not enough. For me, it's chasing the Rockies I need like a plus 180.
That's a fair point. But I don't know, man. The Reds, sweet. That don't even sound right. Like them two words don't even go together in the same sentence. Man, them Rockies done had chance after chance in this damn series, too. It's like it's not even like they haven't been competitive because they done had every chance and opportunity to do it. And they haven't pulled it off yet. Today's the day, though. While Cincinnati's offense has been fairly good through this series, I think today's the day they die. Y'all know how inconsistent the Reds' offense can be. Come on, Feldner. Let's have a good outing today, man. I'm going to take a shot. Plus, I see you do a line shop. You might get like plus 120-ish. You know?
Last time out, he went 7 strong innings. So, Feltner's one of their quality guys. They have a quality guy.
Right.
Rockies 0-8 versus a left-handed starter this season.
This is an easy one. This is a layup. This is
totally. They're just handing out plus 20.
Now I'm going to have to guarantee it. Rockies, I absolutely win it. Guaranteed.
At bet?
No doubt about it.
At bet? No doubt. See,
I
not
feel
so
bad
confident anymore.
Man, the other one I like in this slot, I wanted to take the Royals today. Ultimately, I didn't do it. Hunter Brown is pitching well. Everybody knows I'm a Hunter Brown hater, but it don't take a blind man to see he's pitching well right now. The value on Kansas City and Bubic, I really like. I should probably bet Kansas City today. When we get closer to game time, me being honest, I'm probably going to put a couple dollars on Kansas City, but it was not a premium style bet for me today. Hunter Brown is pitching well. But I do like them Red Sox with my guy Bayo on the mound. He was serviceable in his first outing. Typically trust the Red Sox a little bit more on the road than I do in Fenway. They got right the last game they played yesterday. I think they kind of carry a little momentum into this one today. Dirty water. Chris?
Do we see the Rockies were a layup today?
Layup.
Join us.
Maybe the Nick Young layup that went over the backboard 10 years ago. I'm taking the Reds.
You guys are killing me.
I was Rob, what he was saying. I need more than plus 120 to take the Rockies here with Ryan Felton, who's been a dumpster fire at Coors Field for the better part of his career. In the last 2 weeks, care to take a guess at which teams had the best batting average in baseball against right-handed pitching?
The Reds.
Cincinnati Reds, 291. Coors Field, how hitter-friendly it is. Team OPS numbers are high. Isolated power numbers are high. The Rockies are dreadful against left-handed pitching. Yeah, give me the Reds here.
27 mile-an-hour wind straight out today.
Rockies.
Give
Everybody's
Give me
getting
an Ellie De La
tackles.
Cruz. Give me an Ellie De La Cruz home run, and give me an Ellie De La Cruz triple.
Mm.
I like a gets so much better odds just backing a triple. I know the home runs are fun too, but I'll find the price on an Ellie De La Cruz triple, but I like that today. And give me the under in Astros Royals. The Royals have scored 4 runs or less in 19 of their last 21. Hunter Brown's on a nice run, 3 straight 6+ inning shutouts. But Chris Bubich is pretty solid as well. The Astros haven't had a ton of at-bats against left-handed pitching this season. 2 solid bullpens. Give me the under.
Fair enough. We got the White Sox and the Athletics. We got the Braves and the Diamondbacks. I'm so fucking sick of the Diamondbacks, bro. How? How did they lose yesterday? How? We got the Mariners and the Marlins. I almost combined the two. And we got the Rangers and the Giants. It is Jovan. You're up first here.
All right. Hold on. What's 3 again?
We did 4. Giants, Rangers, Diamondbacks, Braves, Mariners, Marlins, White Sox, Athletics.
Okay. All right. Yeah. White Sox all day. For me. Osvaldo Vito's on the mound. You know, he gave up 8 last game. Now, you could say that he might bounce back. I don't think so. The White Sox finally hit pay dirt this season against the Athletics, the homeless A's. And I expect for them to lose again. So much so that I'm pulling out their single clip the other way. I'm rolling with the White Sox -1.5. So that's how we going on this one. That's gonna be good plus money to cash on that one. They won 10-3. I expect for them to get another run line win as underdogs. Keep the trend going against the A's. Finally drew blood, and now they out for blood.
Fair enough. Swag.
For me in this time spot that I'm looking at, I'm looking at Max Meyer here. I've betted all of his 5 starts this year. Take his over outs. He gets there. He's 18 outs, 19 outs. His out total is at 16.5. He gets over that. He's been dealing all season long. I'll lean to the Marlins there as well in that matchup. But take Max Meyer over his 16.5 outs. He's hitting all 5 of his starts. In Arizona, hey, look at my buddy Fade that's on the mound. So I'll be fading that. Give me Atlanta in that one. I had Arizona on Friday. Wow, because Zach Gallen was there. They were handing out free money, right? Plus 120. About the same price as the Rockies are right now. Handing it out. They tried to hand it out on Friday, and Zach is falling because he stinks at home. And Arizona's bullpen is just ass. I don't trust them. If you're letting the Braves sweep you, I'll take the Braves for the sweep in that one. And then looking at the Padres taking on the Rays. You look at I like the Padres here in the spot. Nice little coin flip price. And you look at Littell on the other side for the Rays. And don't give that guy any run support whatsoever. 0-5 are the Rays in that spot. And hey, they've been out on the road for a little bit too long. I'll take the Padres to get the win there in that matchup.
I'm going back to Arizona. Maybe I'm foolish and lack vision.
The roof's closed. Maybe that'll help. I think they're closing the roof today. Maybe that'll. They're trying to change it up a little. Maybe that'll help the bullpen.
God damn, bro. I've been on Arizona in back-to-back days. So what's one more? What's one more? I know Fade that's on the mound, but I'm a Fade that fan. Robbie beating up on my guy, but I like Brandon Pfaadt. He'll be fine today. Schwelly is on the other side, but I still don't trust the Braves on the road, man. I don't. And I think today they're back to being a slightly overrated, overvalued. I'm on the home team at a really good price. I do agree with you, though, on the money Marlins. The money Marlins. This day style spot line seems to indicate that, like you said, Meyer's been serviceable. Give me the Marlins. Them the two I like here in this slot. Chris? Oh, wait. My Rangers. Jack Leiter. Leiter was pitching well, man, before he got that, what was it, a blister on his hand his last start. And he's been out since then. I think he'll be serviceable today. What makes me nervous about this game is my Rangers offense and how they've just fucking died. Like, I don't understand what the hell going on. It's the offense I'm worried about. I'm not worried about our pitching. If our offense just goes to 60% of what it was 2 seasons ago, bro, we would be the best team in the American League. Easily. Our pitching has been really well this season, but our offense just can't seem to get their shit together. I think they can get it together against Hicks today. Hicks ain't none. So,
There's a meatball thrower today is good old Hicks. Ooh.
Yeah. I'm going to attack the plus money with my Rangers today. Chris?
Yeah, I was going to say, if you want a cure for what ails you offensively, just face Jordan Hicks. He's been terrible. I think an ERA close to 9 in 4 starts in April. Jack Leiter is not my favorite option in this Rangers rotation by a long shot. I haven't forgotten how poor he was last year. But, there could be some rust here, and the Giants have been solid at home, this season. But Jordan Hicks has been a pitcher that can take you out of any sort of game whenever he's on the mound. I mean, he's a guy that can throw 100. The problem is that he gasses himself out way too early, and when he does, he leaves pitches out over the plate. He loses control. He has runners on the base paths, and it comes back to bite him in the ass. So between 2 teams that have solid bullpens, and one of these 2 starters is just straight ass, yeah, I'll take the Rangers in the plus money. I think I got to go back to the Braves here.
I'm not mad at it, but
I mean, it's Schwellenbach at a coin flip price. I've said all along, I thought that the Braves are a better team on the road than that early season start indicated. If you look at, realistically, since that start against the Dodgers and the Padres, they've been a 500 team on the road. They're 4-4. They played those first 7 games. I think it was against the Dodgers and the Padres, and now they're 4-11 on the road. The Diamondbacks bullpen just, no pun intended, but they're snake bit. They're just this.
They're terrible.
Yeah. So the Diamondbacks bullpen is looking, like peak Diamondbacks bullpen, like Miguel Castro levels of bullpen. So give me the Braves in that one.
Brian.
For me in this slot here, I'll take the Texas Rangers. You got Hicks giving up 19 runs over his last 16 innings pitched. So line seems almost too good to be true here, but I'll still take Texas. And then I like the Marlins on the money line with Meyer on the mound. Marlins lost yesterday 14-0. I think this is a team that bounces back the next day like they did against the Phillies a couple series ago. I like the Marlins on the money line too.
Money, Marlins. Last slot in baseball, the Pittsburgh Pirates are on the road. Bailey Falter versus Glasnow. Dodgers minus 340. We got the Padres versus the Rays. Vasquez versus Littell. Blue Jays Yankees game 2. Clark Schmidt versus Chris Bassett. Chris, we're not going there today. I'm just letting you know. I'm not having it.
You may not have a choice. I'm sorry.
We got Taillon and the Cubs versus Nola. and the Phillies. So, Wacky, you're first, my man.
In this spot, hey, I purposely missed the Blue Jays game 1 so we can talk about it here in game 2. You look here, who's getting the start here for the Blue Jays? You can't say the word ass without putting Bassett in there. So that guy's tipping his pitches, by the way. The Yankees are going to keep the crap out of Bassett in game number 2. If you miss the plot, the guy in second's like, hey, I know it's coming. And you can see it. He's yelling, and they know he's tipping his pitches if he doesn't change something up. We know the Yankees. They got guys that are looking and watching for that stuff. They're going to crush Bassett. So I'm going to take the Blue Jays in game number 1, though, with Gausman on the mound in that one. I think the Blue Jays do win game 1, and they get their ass whooped in game 2 here with Bassett on the mound because Bassett's ass. I don't trust him there in that spot. So Yankees on the run line. I might even take the Javon Super run line, -2.5. I think they really beat the Blue Jays up tonight in game number 2. And then you're looking at Glass now. He's a -330 pitcher, is he? Yeah. Faulkner on the road, not so good. At 8, give me the over. I think we see plenty of runs between Pittsburgh and the Dodgers. We know the Dodgers bullpen isn't great either, so Pirates late in that game be able to throw some runs. The useless late runs in that one. Give me the over 8 between the Dodgers and the Pirates.
I can't believe I'm finna say these words, but I'm on the Phillies with Nola trash ass in the day. Nola is some shit. And y'all already know Mitch used to bash his ass every time he was on the mound. Mitch would have been up a fortune fading his ass this season. Every start he's had has been bad. And so I just got a feeling today's actually the one he's going to come out here and look serviceable. I faded him in every single game this season, but today I'm a flip. I like the way the Phillies offense looked yesterday. I know the Phillies kind of been in a funk, but I believe it's over. I believe the Phillies bats can get to Taillon. Taillon's been okay his last couple starts. Would he give up only 2 and 1 his last 2? So he's been okay, but the Cubs still found ways to lose those baseball games, and I kind of feel like that's the case here. Bounce back outing for Nola. Again, I can't believe I'm saying this, but this is how I'm honestly feeling today. And I think the Phillies are a really good play on Sunday Night Baseball. Give me a Yankees run line. Schmitty gonna have a solid bounce back outing today. And principle alone, not a very popular play, but Pirates money line. Pirates money line. When the Dodgers are over -300, I want to say they're 500 over the last 2 seasons. When they're this big of a favorite, they're only like 500. They lose these games way more often than you may think. Just taking a shot, too good of a plus money price to pass up. Give me the Pirates. Chris?
Well, let's go with the obvious here. Clark Schmidt. They're serving it up on a big plate. Eat shit. Give me the Blue Jays. I think the only reason Bassett got roughed up in his last start is because the Astros had a trash can nearby. They were banging on the lid or something like that. Realistically, he'd been solid before that. And I think that he can have a solid enough outing here. It's just a fade of Schmidt, who hasn't looked right in his first couple starts. It's coming back to the rotation a little bit later. So I'll take a shot on the Blue Jays there. Give me the Dodgers team total extended over. Bailey Falter is terrible. Like dog water. Brutal. And the thing about me with earlier this season was that I would fade the Dodgers against left-handed pitching because they didn't look good against lefties earlier on this season, but now they've woken up against lefties. I think that's bad news for Falter, who struggled in 2 starts against the Dodgers last season. Glass now has pitched well against his former team. Yes, he's taken the loss in one of those starts, so I'm not mad at anyone who wants to take a shot at plus money just because of the number, but that's why I'm isolating the team total here, because I think that the Dodgers absolutely tee off on Bailey Falter here. And give me the over in Padres Rays. Zach Littell still winless on the year. ERA over 5. Randy Vasquez, he's really starting to regress. I gotta pull up the number here. He's been just getting, roast. Last time he gave up 6 runs on 5 hits, 3 walks. He only had 1 strikeout. He's had 1 strikeout in 2 of his last 3 starts. And his lone career start against the Rays, he gave up 9 runs on 11 hits. So 7.5. I know it's a pitcher-friendly ballpark. We've only seen 6 runs in this series. There's a chance we could get that in the first inning. Give me the over.
Brian.
Yeah, I'm with you, Jay, with the Phillies. Maybe it's a homer pick, but Aaron Nola, I mean, if the guy's not hitting his spots on the corners, then he's going to get hit. But I've watched this guy over his career, and I think he's in for a good game today. I think the Phillies against Jameson Taillon, who's a pitcher I think the Phillies left-handed bats can get to. They started to heat up yesterday. Might be a homer pick, but I'll take the Phillies on the money line tonight.
Javon, close us on baseball, my man.
Yeah, like yesterday, we going back to the well with the Dodgers extendo clip, -2.5. Yesterday was 8-4, and they're gonna get to Bailey Falter in a big way. On the other side, Tyler Glasnow, he's dominated this Pittsburgh team, and if it's not Skeens on the mound, then I have no interest in doing nothing but fading the Pittsburgh Pirates. So I expect at least a 3-run victory out of the Dodgers in this one. So extendo clip them, and then I'm on the Cubs. Listen, you know me, I'm an Aaron Nola hater from way back. This is an Aaron Nola fade zone right here. So with that said,
It's
we're going to
typically
continue
a
to fade
Nola
him.
show. It is.
Huh?
This is typically a Nola fade show.
If you look at his career numbers, just like last year,
Oh,
what was
no,
he at
hey,
3.57 with?
I
It wasn't
get
that
it.
bad.
I get it, but listen,
I used to go at it with Mitch all the time about Aaron.
I've always faded Aaron Nola whenever I could. You can't do it all the time. This year you can, and it's been a hell of a ride so far. And it's only in April. Wait till the dog days. When it starts getting hot. But in past years, it's been in certain spots. Favorable to what I think would be favorable going into games. Hasn't always come up to fruition, but this year it has. So I'm gonna keep on riding it. So it's the Cubbies for me, and I really don't like Taillon anyway. But listen, Aaron Nola's on the other side. I could see him giving up a couple bombs. So that's how I will play it in that one. Sunday night baseball, cap it off with a Aaron Nola fade.
Fair enough, man. That's how we close out Major League Baseball today, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk some National Hockey League Association. Some NHLA. I changed it. Jets and the Blues. Do the Blues pull it off at plus money at home again like they did for us a million times this season? We got the Hurricanes and the Devils. The Devils snuck one out. Can they stay alive? Capitals, Canadians. Hey, hell of a series going on there. And then Edmonton in the same boat. God damn, all these series 2-1 in hockey. Yeah. Everybody trying to survive today in hockey. Chris, it's really me. My bad. I'll start. I'm up first.
Because I wasn't ready.
Yeah, I'm up first. I forgot. I'm gonna stick to my guns. I'm taking the St. Louis Blues at plus money. Not popular. I know Winnipeg was one of the best teams, if not the best team, through majority of the season. But it's something about St. Louis and St. Louis. It's something about them boys. I like that plus 115. I think they tie this series up 2-2. Winnipeg still, as I said a lot through the regular season, they felt like a regular season team to me. They're going to show me in the postseason. They're going to show me. I like Winnipeg. to get beat today by St. Louis. And the other one I like Edmonton to tie it up. I told you guys at the start of this series, this was going to be a home-dominated series. And we were going to see who was able to steal one on the road to win it. I don't think the Kings do it today. I think Edmonton ties this thing up, and we head back to L.A. Dos. Chris?
Yeah, I'll run through the three I like quickly. Give me the Devils plus money. I just think that the Hurricanes are not the same team on the road that they were. Even in past seasons, they've been a much stronger home team, and they've actually lost 8 straight on the road going back to the regular season. The Devils have still had issues scoring, but plus 150 with a chance to tie up the series. I'll take the Devils in a lean. I'm going to take Montreal at home. It pains me as a Leafs fan, but the thing is, didn't like how Charlie Lindgren looked in relief of Logan Thompson. I don't know what's happening with Logan Thompson. He got bowled over in the middle of that game last time out. His leg bent at an ugly angle. I was concerned it was a torn ACL. He couldn't put any weight on his leg as he was skating off. So I like Dobish, the backup goalie for Montreal. He's supposed to be their next big goalie. So he's stepped up, and he was actually really solid in the regular season. I think Montreal is going to be rocking. So give me Montreal in that one. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Give me the over in Oilers Kings. We've seen 30 goals so far in this series. 2 games have had 11 goals. The goaltending is dreadful in this series, but both teams have solid offenses. So give me the over in Oilers Kings.
Chris is killing me. I'm going to take the under in Edmonton and the LA Kings just because every person I talked to has the over, and I said that in the last game. I looked at a 7-4. Oilers exploded in that third period, but I'm going to take the under here. I just think we see the opposite of what everybody expects. I think we'll see a goaltending battle today. But I like the St. Louis Blues as the better play. The only thing that scared me off of the Blues is that it's an early game, and I have horrible luck at 1 p.m. Winnipeg has owned St. Louis over the last 10 overall, but I just like the way the Blues have played in the second half of the season. They made me a lot of money. I think at home they hold court. I love that plus money. I'll take the Blues.
You know something, Brian. You know something. It's a whack.
And for me, I'm going to just take the Oilers straight up. Give the Oilers. The Kings, well, the coach, he decided he should let the Oilers right back into that series, and that's what he did. A shitty, stupid coach's challenge. I don't know what you were thinking there. Why would you take that?
That might have been the worst challenge I've ever seen.
Oh, the worst. The absolute worst. Why would you take? I'm sitting there in the fence, right? The guy next to me, I'm like, he's going to do a coach's challenge. The guy's like, what? Really? Is that why we got this timeout? I was like, yeah, he's going to challenge that goalie interference. I'm like, we're going to get a power play. I get all excited. Everybody's around me going, what are you talking about? I'm like, here it comes. Here comes the power play. You watch. And then sure enough, boom, I think it was like 10 seconds in. So that momentum train, hey, you handed it right back over to the Oilers, and they're at home in this one. You know how loud that place is? It gets to 110, 111 decibels. That's before they even drop the puck. That place is going to be going absolutely bananas. Give me the Oilers there in that one. And then the other one, give me the over between Washington and Montreal. You got 2 questionable backups going. Charlie Lindgren on Washington on one side, and Dobas going on the other side for Montreal. Ooh, I think we see some goals in that series now. So give me the over 5.5 there. Give it your under is in the Blues game. We've seen 7-2 in that last one in St. Louis, but we know the Jets can play some solid defensive hockey, and so can the Blues at home. So first to 3 wins that one. Give me the under 5.5 there with a lean to the Blues. And then, man, the Devils have won all 3 meetings versus Carolina this year at home. But I can't do it. I think this is a spot Carolina steps up and they kick the crap out of the Devils. Finally get a road win. I'll take Carolina on the puck line in that one. I just don't trust the Devils. You're missing Hughes. Your big centerman. It's going to be tough ass to step up here in the spot. And that's if he was in, I would agree with you on the Devils at the big plus price. But I think Carolina steps up. They take the momentum of at least tying that game into overtime and almost won it. They're just looking for the split. That's was their goal, and I think they do get the split. Head home up 3-1 in that series.
All righty, fellas. National Hockey League, man. We did it. On to the NBA. We'll do two at a time. We got the Detroit Pistons at home at the crib, down 2-1, looking to tie the series up. They're 2.5-point home favorites over the Knicks from New York, total 216.5. And the second game of the day, we got the Los Angeles Lake Show Lakers out on the road versus the T-Wolves. T-Wolves, 2.5-point home favorites in this one, total 208. Minnesota looking to take a commanding 3-1 series lead at home. Chris, you're up first here, brother.
He's on mute like I like him.
God damn. I'm at the point where Brian's pulled that out on me.
Brian hit you with it. Hey,
God, jeez. All right, I'll see.
That's it. He's done.
No, I'm going to take the Timberwolves here. It's just the home court has mattered so much between these two teams in the regular season. The home team 6-1 against the spread. I understand it's LeBron and Luka, and all that stuff, but the Timberwolves have just found a way. They're forcing turnovers in this series. They're battling the Lakers on the boards. I know the Timberwolves as a home favorite has been a fade this season, but it's my gut telling me to take a shot on the Timberwolves here. So I'm leaning towards Minnesota.
Brian.
Yeah, I don't like these two early games. I'm just going to go with the Captain Obvious plays in both of them. I'm going to take the Detroit Pistons at home, laying the points, the must-have in a series I think is going to go 7 games. And then I'm going to take the LA Lakers plus the points. I like the Minnesota Timberwolves in the series, but I just can't see the Lakers going down 3-1 here. I think we see a step up after the last game. I think I'll take the Lakers plus the points.
Jovan.
Knicks Pistons under. I really like it. It should have been a premium, but it's not. I just think after last game showing, 118 to 116, I think that it's going to be a concerted effort on defense from this home team. For me, they're the tougher team. I would like to know if Isaiah Stewart's going to be out there.
He's out.
He's out again.
Yes,
but
sir.
still, look. And here's the thing, Cat had a good game. He had a 31-point showing. He usually doesn't string those big performances together. So, he has the advantage size-wise, but he either does one or two things. He's gonna foul. He's gonna hack somebody out there. Whether they call it or not, it remains to be seen. I think they do. I think he gets in early foul trouble. He's going to live at the 3-point line, and if those shots aren't falling, he's just going to keep on shooting them. He doesn't use his size. So I think the way that the Pistons are going to play it, I think they're going to try to, slow him down. I don't know who's going to do it. Durant would be someone to do it. He's physical enough, but he's just not big enough. But with that being said, I just think that the pace of the game, I don't think that these two teams are going to hit their shots like that. The Knicks, were hitting their shots. Pistons were hitting their shots late. It kind of got out of hand offensively. But I don't think that happens in this one. 217 is too high of a number for me to go anywhere else but the under in this type of game. But a must-need game for the Pistons. And the Knicks, they want to close this one out as soon as possible. So it's going to be a must-win game for them also. So I see more defense in this game. Something like the game 2, type of game that we saw. And for the other game, I think the Lakers jump out in the first quarter. So I'll take them first quarter. Luka should be better. I don't expect him to be, throwing up all over himself. Prior to the game, I think they've done whatever they needed to do to get him stabilized from a health standpoint. So you should see a better game out of him. And LBJ, he's still out there alive and kicking. Even though down the stretch he didn't get it done, but in the beginning of the game, I expect for them to those two to, make their mark. So first quarter Lakers for me.
Right.
And for me in these two games, I'm with Giovanni, but I'm going to take the first half under between the Knicks and the Pistons. I think it's a slower starting game. Both teams don't hit their shots at 109.5. I think that's a crazy first half total. We've hit a 3 in this series unders at this number. So give me the under in the first half in that matchup. And then the Lakers and the Timberwolves. Hey, look at the Timberwolves. They've been holding down this Lakers squad defensively over the last 3. Lakers scored 95, 94, and 104. Well, that comes to an end. Give me the over in the Lakers and the Timberwolves. I think we see plenty of offense from both sides to get us over this total. If you look at Minnesota after doing that, after a few games holding teams defensively, they're 23-7 to that over. Give me the over. Lakers, Timberwolves.
I like the Pistons in that first game. For me, what it comes down to is when I think about I take that last game away. The 4 games prior to that, or let me think, what game are we in now? We're in game 4. So the 5 games prior to that, the 3 regular season and the first 2 of this series, the Pistons controlled thoroughly. Knicks won the very first game of the season back in November. The Pistons won the last 3 meetings of the regular season. They controlled those games pretty much start to finish. First game of this series in New York, Pistons controlled that game through 3 quarters, played terrible in the 4th quarter. Shout out to the Knicks. Amazing 4th quarter. Won the basketball game. But then game 2, Pistons came in there, controlled the game, full game again, won the game. Game 3, I was expecting the Pistons to get their first home win in the playoffs in over 17 years. Didn't happen. The Knicks said, hey, chill. Cat came out, showed up. But I think today this series ties up. I'm not mad at nobody going straight up money line here on Detroit. Laying points kind of does make my stomach hurt. I do lean that way, though, because it's still underneath a bucket. The Pistons have everything. They're capable of beating the Knicks here. Like, they've shown that all season long. I think Kate Cunningham has a huge game today behind the home crowd. I like the Pistons to win this game. Tied up 2-2. The Knicks, they don't do it for me. They never have, and they never really will. They're a good team. I've never said they're a bad team, and it wouldn't shock me if they, scrapped and crawled their way to the Eastern Conference Finals. But I think a lot of people thought they were going to have a cakewalk there. There's a real chance they don't even make it there. I'm going to lean towards the Pistons. I'm also on the Lakers. I got to be on the Lakers. I still got the Lakers winning this series. Luka had an off game. He was sick, bro. He had the flu. Everybody ain't Jordan. Everybody can't come out there and play with the flu. Ooh. He bounced back, have a monster game today. Luka goes for 45. I'm going to say, I think we see I'm going to say 40. I think we see a 40, 12, and 11. Ugh. Oh, my God. Ugh. Y'all ready for that tonight? 40, 12, and 11 game from the Don. LeBron comes in there and has 25, 7, and 8. Yep. That's how I'm feeling. And the Lakers pull this one off. Then they go back home, take a series lead 3-2, see if they close this boys out in Minnesota. For me, ultimately, what this game comes down to is I still don't trust Minnesota at home, at the crib with expectations. If they were a dog in this game, I might have seriously thought about taking them. But them as favorites, y'all know my thoughts about Minnesota as favorites, bro. Look at their numbers as favorites this season. Look at their numbers as favorites at home last season. Look at their numbers as favorites the season before. When they have expectations at home, they almost never fucking do it. They did it last game. Give them all the credit for it. Let me see it again. I don't think they got it in Lakers money line for me. Next two. Celtics Magic. Celtics trash ass coughed up game 3. They 7.5-point favorites today, though, on the road. And Milwaukee is 4.5-point home favorites over Indiana, looking to tie the series up. Brian, how you feeling, my man?
In this grouping, I'll take Boston Orlando under 199. I know people love to bet the over in the playoffs, especially low totals like this, anything under 200. But I think we're going to see another similar game where Orlando, if they want to stay competitive, they need to really tighten up that defense. I think Boston turns it up as well. So I'm going to take the under. I'll take the Pacers plus the points. I was on the Pacers and lost the last game, but I just see this as a one-possession game, and I'm going to stick to my guns here, take Indiana here on the road.
Joe Bond.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be the Celtics first quarter. It all starts on defense. Whenever they lose, they come back out in that first quarter and usually lock the opponent down on defense. So you're gonna see a concerted effort from them on that end of the court. I want to get out in this one. You're gonna see one of those dog fights again. How like you've been seeing the whole series. That's really the only way that Orlando can be competitive in this one. But as for the first quarter, you'll see the Celtics hit their shots, get back on defense, stop whatever Orlando has to offer, and they should have a sizable lead at the end of one. So that's the way I'll go with it. Get some quick cash in that one. As for the other one, I'm gonna roll with the under. What's it at? 226.5, 227. You saw the Pacers shoot 43% in that last game, and in their last 4 games, they haven't been able to win in Milwaukee. That's a problem. The role players, they didn't look like anything, and I think that continues in this one. So I think it's going to be a lower scoring game. The pace is going to be there. So they're going to get their shots up. Both teams are going to get their shots up. It's just a matter of makes and misses, and I think they're going to miss those. I think both teams are going to miss their fair share of shots outside of Giannis. So that's where I'm at with it. Too many points.
Right.
And in these 2 games, I'm looking at give me the under Boston and Orlando. I think the defense gets ratcheted up here in this game. We know Boston can play some defense, especially now here in this game. They got to be more focused than what they have been. So I think defense takes center stage. Give me the under there, and then I'm going to take the over Pacers and Bucks here. 226. I believe the last game was 230.5. So the books dropped it down to this 226, too low. I think we get into the 230s. I think in this big game, it means a whole lot. I think offense is key here, and we get into the 230. I'm going to take the over. You look at also what Lillard did from 3. He ain't going to shoot like that from behind 3. Well, if he does, well. But I think he has a better game. This is his 3rd game back from that injury as well. So usually players after their 3rd game back in, I think he'll feel a little more comfortable and his 3s start dropping. So give me the over 226 in the Pacers and Bucks.
Pacers plus the points for me. I think this is a legitimate 50-50 game. I think Indiana will have a chance to win it in the end. I think Indiana's a better team. I do not feel comfortable whatsoever laying points here with Milwaukee. I'm not saying Indiana wins the game. I'm saying they have a chance to. And getting over a bucket in my back pocket is where I want to be in a game that's likely to come right down to the wire. Just my thoughts. So grabbing the points there with Indiana. I'm not mad at nobody taking an outright shot on them boys' money line either. I'm not mad at you. I think they can do it. I think they can. And the other one, I like the Celtics to take them on the shed. I think they would shed them. Blowout. The Jovan style extendo. The reason I think that is, let me pull it up. Let's see. Boston ATS after a loss this season. What were they?
Either 17-4 or 18-4.
Yep, there you go. 17-4. Yep. Like it was just something that was pretty much automatic. I think that shout out to Orlando. I didn't think that defensively they would be able to do enough in this series to keep them in it, but they have. And their offense has been a little better than I may have given them credit for. But I think today Boston just lays it out and shows everybody, look, bro, stop playing with us. We're still the best team in the league. We're still the best team in the league. Shout out to the Magic, man. I ain't got no real bad words to say about the Magic, except for y'all should have had a better regular season so you didn't pull Boston first round. That's just my thoughts. Like, you're just playing the best.
Injuries got to him early season. Did the Magic, and then you lose some guys out for the injuries got to him early. That's what happened there.
Yep, I agree.
Shout out, give it to him to that second half of the season. They came rolling out to get into this spot for the Magic.
Any other draw other than Boston, I think Orlando would have had a legitimate chance to win the first round. I believe that wholeheartedly. But against Boston, I think they're just outmatched. And I think Boston kind of shows that today. I'm going to lay the points with them here in this one. Chris?
Yeah, I'm going to lean towards the Bucks here. I'm worried that the Indiana Pacers, the road Indiana Pacers that we're waiting all season, or at least early on this season, they're starting to look like the Indiana Pacers that went like 2-11 through the first 13 road games of the season. And I think that the Bucks, getting back home, another series where the home team has just had the upper hand. Indiana's failed to cover in their last 4 trips to Milwaukee going back to last season's playoff. I just think that Milwaukee needs this game. You don't want to go down 3-1 back to Indiana where the Pacers have been so good this season. So give me Milwaukee at home playing the 4.5.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. That's all. We made it. We did it. We covered everything under the sun on this beautiful money-making Sunday. I know there's plays that these boys are loving today, man. Those are over at Pick Dog's Premium Franchise. What you got over there today, my man?
Yeah, I got my $15 MLB pickoff play. Also got an MLB 5-pack, my Sunday Slam 5-pack. Really like the board today and what I've got on there. And I've also got my NBA Game of the Month. I really love a play on the NBA side today. So make sure that you check that out. This is a great time to jump on something long-term. The 3-day pass is the same price as getting the 5-pack and the NBA play individually. You get 2 more days worth of action. So definitely something worth checking out. And use that promo code PICK at checkout, 15% off your purchase. You can pair any of us up and use that multi-cap promotion.
On with the franchise player, ladies and gentlemen. Kick the crap out of the books. Brian, what you got going on?
Well, my titanium best bet is on a 16-2, 89% run. It's in the NBA today. Get that at pickdogs.com for just $25. And if you want all 3 of my best bets, that doesn't include the Colorado Rockies. I got my Players Club best bet 3-pack, 1 MLB, 1 NBA, 1 NHL. All 3 plays for $50 at pickdogs.com.
Hop on with Brian B. Continue to do the damn thing, ladies and gentlemen. Jovan, what you got going on today?
Yeah, I got an NBA 5-pack going. You know, like these plays going up on the board today. I was gonna put in another one. I still might for the NBA side. That'll make 6. But with that said, also got one Major League Baseball play, and I will have another play up on that. Baseball's been particularly kind to me as of late. 3 straight winning days. You know, up on the board, looking to make it a 4th. Jump on something long-term, match me up with one of the other guys or multiple other guys.
Do the damn thing, man. Let's do it. Rob, what you got going on, my man?
And for me over at Pick Dogs Premium today, I've got my MLB play of the day. We're looking for a bounce back hit. I dropped it with the Cubs, but still on a nice 12-3 run with my MLB play of the day, so you can scoop that up singly. I also got an NBA drop a dime play. Hey, we're nice 7-4 run in the NBA, making units. NHL, same thing. Nice little run making units. You can scoop that up my NHL one-timer, or you can get all 3 in my Sunday triple. That's the best way to go. You get all 3 of those plays going in Sunday's action. And then, of course, there's always a couple more sprinkle for long-term subscribers. That's the best way to go here at Big Dogs is take advantage of that 2-for-1, 3-for-1, even that 4-for-1. Pair us all up 5-for-1 capper pass today for the rest of the week. And let's make it a big winning week together. And as Chris alluded to, don't forget, pick a checkout. Save 15% off all your purchases.
Hop on this backy, ladies and gentlemen, and do the damn thing. Me today, I got 3 plays. 2 NBA, 1 Major League Baseball. In and out, 3-0. In and out, 3-0 day. That's how I'm feeling. If you believe me, hop on it. Let's do the damn thing. Let's make some money today. I've been cold the last 3-4 days, man. Yesterday still wasn't a winning day. I went 2-2. I dropped my play of the day. Hasn't been fun. But I'm here. And today's the day. We shake that shit. 3-0. Let's do it. Money making Sunday parlay time, man. Parlay. Chris.
Yeah, give me the over in Oilers and Kings. Give me the. I'm trying to pull the schedule back up. Give me the over in Angels Twins, and give me the Texas Rangers.
Brian.
Boy, I'm going to take the Boston Celtics Orlando Magic under 199. Then I'm going to take the Oilers Kings under 6.5. And those Colorado Rockies on the money line. Going to toss that into that 3-pack.
Jovan, how you feeling?
We got 3 on the board for today. That'll be the first one, Yankees extendo clip -2. Or you could do run line -1.5, either way. Dodgers -2.5 or up to -2.5. And if you're really feeling it, add in the third one. White Sox extendo clip -1.5. That's a reverse run line. Mitch style one for you. Hit that one, it's gonna be some good money. Second one would be Mets, Nationals under first 5, Astros, Royals under first 5, and then the third one, this is gonna hit Lakers first quarter, Celtics first quarter, just like the one yesterday hit with the first quarters.
Right.
And for me here, we're going to go with the little mixed sport 3-teamer. We're going to take the Oilers on the money line, the Lakers on the money line, and the Reds on the money line. Parlay that up.
I got 2 for y'all. We're going 1 all dogs, 1 super chalky. See how it play out. Dogs, we're going to take the Texas Rangers straight up on the money line. We're going to take the Miami Marlins straight up on the money line. And we're going to take the Indiana Pacers straight up on the money line. A little 3-team action. Then for the super chalky one, we're going to take the Boston Celtics straight up on the money line. We're going to take the Detroit Tigers straight up on the money line. We're going to take the Minnesota Twins straight up on the money line. Was that it? I believe that was it. Was that it? Yeah, that was it. One chalky, one dog. See how it plays out. Money making Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, man. Appreciate each and every one of y'all that continue to tune in and watch this show, man. Tomorrow I'll be back to regular programming. Back at 11 Eastern. Any final words from me, fellas, before we get out of here?
Let's roll Rockies.
Let's do it, Rockies.
Harrison Bader for the Twins with a ribby on 2 times your money. Like plus 225 for Harrison Bader to get a nice little ribby today. Chris is muted again.
Luka triple-double.
He's like,
And he going for 40.
40 what?
bowls of bolognese.
Check out all the video content that we have over at the YouTube channel. We've all got stuff going on. I'm gonna have the home run prop uploaded very, very shortly, just right after the show. Y'all want to check this out today. I found a 3-pack parlay or a 3 home run prop parlay that I really like. So definitely check that out.
Check it out. Appreciate y'all more than y'all know, ladies and gentlemen. See y'all throughout the week. See y'all tomorrow. We out of here.